last drink, I drank at somebody. I drank at someone because I didn't think they gave me the credit I thought I was entitled to. I helped out with a school play. And I was like helping with the lights, and it's like you work with one of the kids and you're just whatever. And I remember at the end of the play, like I remember the person running everything like thanked everybody, and I didn't hear my name, and I was like,
angry.
Fuck this guy.
Oh, you drank at someone.
I was like, and I remember everybody went out to a party afterwards, and everybody brought something, and what I ended up consuming by myself, getting in a car, trying to get home, and crashing my car on May 15th, 2010.
Wow.
And I learned really quickly, it's a different ballgame when you don't know anybody. Ended up in the Boca PD, and then they just ship you right up to gun club. It was one of these situations where, and I describe this as, it was very humbling, very embarrassing. You get stripped down, you get searched, you get jumpsuited. And it was the first time that whole process. Like I'd been in a drunk tank, I'd been on like a bench, like I'd been in like a jail cell, like I had done all those, but it was the jumpsuiting and walking into general population with people that weren't there for drunk driving. They were there for a lot of other like really intense things, or had done some things that were even, more unsavory than what I had done. And I remember kind of like being like, obviously I was so intoxicated, kind of in and out of like my reality and consciousness. And then I remember kind of coming to, and like, when you're somewhere and your eyes are closed and you're like, man, I really hope I'm not where I think I am, and the sounds that I'm hearing, I hope this is a dream. And I remember coming to and being like, wow. And I'm like, orange jumpsuit, snot, tears, just kind of a mess. And I just like sat up and I was like, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Like, I need help. I'm an alcoholic. And it was the first time I really uttered those words, and I didn't say them to anybody.
Just to yourself.
I was just like sitting there on like the second floor of this huge room with other people. And I remember I like made my way down. I saw some guy that was sitting there, and he kind of like looked like he knew like his way around the place. And, he's a big dude. And I just like went over, he's like, you good? I'm like, not really, I'm here. And I said, what are you here for? He's like, yeah, I got drunk and I almost beat a guy to death. He's like, my mom's picking me up and like, figure it out. And I kind of like looked at him and I was like, I'm 28 at the time. I'm like, how old are you? He was like mid 40s.
Yeah.
And I was like looking at him and I was like, this is, aside from like fighting, I was like, this is me. And he was like, the fact that he answered that his mom was picking him up and he was in his 40s.
That like triggered something like, I do not want to be
right.
there.
I was like, no, thank you. I don't want to do this.